Hi guys. Big topic today. We're diving into universal laws, and I'm gonna do podcast in Russian and English. Already we talked about another universal law. So today in English we're gonna speak about law of cause and effect. Cause and effect, and how that's compared to karma. And we're gonna dive into karma, dharma, karma yoga, in this context of universal laws. First of all, why am I even speaking about this? Well, besides that, I'm doing this for myself. It's a lot. You need to know the laws of the universe. These are laws that every creature, every object is created, planets, countries, human beings, animals, everything in nature, everything in cosmos is created according to 7 laws of the universe. These are higher concepts that are beyond our law and order, morality, religious upbringing, which is part of the morality. Any law and order of any country, it's above that. And when you exit the matrix, and you are on the level of creator, you need to know and understand how to create, how to use this force for your life. What is it for? How does it apply to you? And this understanding of these laws, you operate on the level of God, on the level of creator, on the level of magician. Magician is the one that knows the laws and know how it works, how creation works, how destruction works. And to control these forces, they are subject to these universal laws. And I teach this. I don't have any PhD in this. This is from previous lives. I have files, I have downloads from esoteric books. I used to teach. These are my files that are coming online through my own practices. And to master that, to master your life, I'm teaching how to master your life in 3D model, in this matrix, in this simulation. First step is to come out of it, awaken. That's a first step. But then you still need to be back into physical body and create life. And for that, you need knowledge. You need to know how things operate. For example, if you working in IT department, you need to understand how computer works. In order to fix the problem, right? The modem, the line, the internet. You need to understand hardware and the software, what's behind, and what you see, the form. If you are repairing a refrigerators. You need to understand the different parts of it. If you're a mechanic of cars, you need to understand how things work in order for you to have a bigger picture, and so you can create. You can recreate the car. Basically, that's what you're doing. When you're repairing something, you understand, and there are some specialists that are only in a certain part. But when you are inside a physical body, you have consciousness, you have forces, you have electrical and biomechanical structure, and you need to operate. But if you don't know who you are, you don't understand where this body came from, how it works, and what influences that. Not, like a Mercurian retrograde or some other planets, which also you need to know. You need to know more. You need to understand who you are, what's inside, what drives you, what operates, what animates this body, where do you go. You need to know all the components of yourself, and then you know the components of the universe and how to create. So a part of this podcast would be about the 7 laws of the universe, and we and understand, give you understanding, open some consciousness, open your mind to have access to your own being, through which you will express and understand and create and destroy what you need to know. And you are on the level of the creator. So the cause and effect. Cause and effect is a nothing comes from thin air. Nothing is by chance. Nothing is here that you see, that you see me on the internet. It's not by chance. Oh, the Larissa just came out and just started talking. No, there's an intent. There is a consciousness. There's mental idea. Then there is word. I spoke about it. I said, I announced it. I announced it to myself and to the world. I broadcasted through the voice, through the word. I created then I acted. Then I acted towards it. So I created advertisement. I put it on. I bought a new phone, for example, and I sat with myself. I downloaded some files that were archived inside me. I unpacked them, run them through me, understand and then the form. The final is form. And this is how everything is created in this life. So if you you had a longing to be a millionaire, to have money, but after some practices and ideas, there is many things now we have, which is it's marketing through certain techniques that someone sold to you, visualization and all these visual boards and this and this and that. There was a thought, there was an emotion, there was energy. You need a word, you need energy, you need action, and then you have a form. So you did not do any action. You didn't study the law of money. You didn't understand what is for, how it is, and you have programs that you block that. And then at the end, you got what? You maybe got $1,000, for example, right? Somehow it came to you. And you disappointed. I wanted $1 million, but now I have 1,000. What the fuck? So that's the form. That's the form. That's the final form of your being, knowing how to create. So your creation powers suck. Or we wish for marriage, and then we, for this guy, but in the end, we attract an asshole. According, right? Because somewhere in this process, that was a thought, but underneath the thought and the word, maybe you were repeating the word, is unconscious. And I will dive into this. And then there is energy. There's your emotions towards that. There's no maybe emotion. There is no power. There's no energy. And then actions were kind of like, oh, okay, I'm going to go on an app, dating app. Or maybe you don't do it. And you just met some guy at an intermarché or some market. And then it's a bit of surprise. I'm telling you all of this from my own life, okay? I'm not, but I see that around me. So this is the way we manifest. This is the way, that's a manifestation, our consciousness. And then there is a word, then there's energy behind that word. So when I speak to you, I'm moving energy so that you understand. I'm moving energy. Do you see the force? It's energy. And that energy penetrates your consciousness, and you understand, and you hear something, and I'm translating the knowledge. It's coded into this energy. Through my actions, through speaking, through internet, I made sure that I have 100% battery and blah, 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 and I have internet, and then what? We have a form. I have right now a podcast. My intention, I want to create 160 podcasts. And I want to speak, publicly speaking, on stages, lots of people. So for this, I need to train. So I'm very focused, okay? So end of the result. Just show these elements of this process. So if I got a result and I am not satisfied, what do? I go back and I say, okay, there was something affected my thought, something affected my energy. Maybe I don't have energy enough to be able to speak on stages. Maybe right now I can only speak to 1 or 2 people. Okay, so and then maybe I need to do more actions, more speaking. Okay, so that's how, basically that's the cause and effect. So we do something, we thought, we worked, we have energy, emotions, and action and form. That's cause and effect. Now, it's so simple. That's how everything is created. That's how nature is making baby trees. That's how making fruits. That's how birds are making babies. That's how you making babies. That's how a human being comes into existence. That's how the planets exist. That's how stars. That's how other civilizations. That's how it's It's universal. Everything, whether you are Roman Pope, Trump, or I don't know, a slave 2,000 years ago in Egypt. It's the same law. This same law. And when you know all the laws, you understand, and you understand the mechanism, and you can create, and you are powerful. You know how to direct your energy. So so what I thought, let's look at the different elements of this process, right? What I thought, my consciousness, what in my consciousness, right? So there is a unconscious field, unconscious. I don't know about it. But in my consciousness, I can only think, create, manifest in my, right? Manifest in front of me, manifest. Manifesting is a form. I'm creating a form. I can only create, I can only draw a healing center. That's my conscious, but I don't have words to speak about it, to bring in investors, for example. I don't have enough energy to hold that creation of the center, for example. And then I need to act. Maybe I'm passive. Maybe there's fears holding me down. Fears, responsibility. It's a risk taking to build a healing center, for example, right? So, and then I don't act. And the form is such, it's only creation on the website. Some women wish for a child, and they go and they're so focused, they act and act, the same repetition of conscious. I want the baby, I want a baby. And eventually 30-40 years later, they're pregnant, they have a child. That is process of creation. That is cause and effect. Now, what kind of baby? Does it have a physical defect? Then it's a different story. But you understand how things become things, form in physical in this simulation. So, if you affect this process, nobody else. You can't say, oh well, it was I invested money, and I can say, oh, this guy just robbed me from 50 grand, took my money and ran away, and therefore I could not buy the healing center. Or I could say, I am sick. This is very common right now in health industry. We're not looking for cause. We're not really looking. We're looking for a goat to pin the problem on. My oncology, people tell me all the time, oh, it's because of this guy, or it's because of this situation. Then it's never internal. Or they're sitting in the physical reality, with the problems, with disease, and they're looking for something outside to come and save them. There is something bigger outside of them. And it's not gonna come. How is it gonna come? It's you. You create. You. Where is the cause? Where is the cause? Here are the element. Mental plane, your thought, your word. What were you repeating? Were you repeating mantras, or were you repeating I don't know, the same program? Repeating, say, no, I'm not gonna get better. No, I'm not gonna get better. No, I'm not gonna get better. No, I'm weak. That's the word. Then that's the form. Okay. But if you say, I can do it. I'm strong. I'm healthy. I can do it. The word. Behind the word, there is energy. Behind that energy, there is power. And behind that is a willpower. Willpower to manifest. You manifesting, not someone else. You manifesting. You. There is no force outside of you bigger than your willpower. You creating that. You saying the word. Willpower. At my will. Yesterday I was walking with the dog on the street. I always do this loop, and then last night I decided to go a different road, and there was a dog, and it stopped in front of me, and it was really, we had this interesting no words, no nothing. I just said, can you shake my hand? I don't know if it was actually him, the dog. In the end, the dog just gives me the hand and shake my hand. And then I say, okay, how about the other hand? I say no words, okay? We're just looking at each other. We're not even looking. I'm just standing in front of the dog. And then he gives me the other paw. My willpower at my will. Grasping concept of willpower, that's something that I already, that's another universal law. I uncovered that in another topic, I think it was a Russian podcast. It's something that it's a big topic. It's another law, and it's something that I can speak for hours. And it's a training. There is a different mechanisms to really master that. But that's that behind the will. If you see a skyscraper, there is a strong willpower behind that. Understanding. They don't just come online. Wealth is not just one time. There is a strong willpower. So whatever you're repeating, the words, if you just saying prayer out there, the force, please save me. So you are not creator. Your willpower is at the fucking bottom. When you waiting for someone, please save me. That's a position of a victim. There's no, you just dismissed God. You just dismissed creator. Outside of your, it's you don't own that. You don't recognize that within you. And then so a thought, idea, consciousness or unconscious. Then there is words, repetition. That's part of magic. And then there's energy, emotions, energy. Do you have energy for this? to constantly to be focused. Energy should be energy. The more energy you have is meaning that you embrace your darkness, your fears. You love it. I love watching, like right now, I used to be so scared of scary movies. Now I watch it. I understand. I understand. Demonic things, I know because I don't reject that part. It's part of me. It used to be so scary. So scary. I'm not afraid to walk at 11 o'clock at night in Mexico in the streets. I know everything. Okay? I embrace that. I embracing that dark side. And there is light. But without two, you have no energy. You have no energy and you cannot act because of that. You wouldn't be able to speak if you need to communicate some kind of information. Right now I'm downloading information. It's a information that's going through me. There is nothing. I don't speak words from my mind. It's an energy going through me. I don't resist anything, whatever is coming. And then that's how telepathy works. That's how clear vision works. That's how extrasensory normal abilities work. And this energy. So if my container is so small, I reject the dark side. I'm in the spirituality and I want to create this center. Can I do that? Like, how? I completely, I'm invalid. I'm invalid in the dark. I'm afraid. I'm afraid of things. Only light. And I'm gonna try to create. There is no power in light. There is no power in darkness. But together, 4 elements, 5th element. That's the mechanism. That's the mechanism of energy. Then you can hold bigger energy. You're not resisting something. Okay? And then there is action. And action could be very simple because it's so strong, your willpower is so strong that the things come to me now. I don't even have to drive or meet someone. They come. At will, at my will, people come. That's how powerful, okay? That's magician, that you powerful. At will. And then there is a form. So you look at the form, but right now, what happens, you will judge the form. You will judge the form. You feel guilty. Oh, I should have, it should have been, I didn't do that. No, go back, look at the process, and voila. Work on these elements, and your form will be different. You learn from the form. You understand. The process is the same. So it's law and cause and effect. Cause and effect. Nothing goes for in physics. The energy, remember? There's no kinetic energy. It's cause and effect. And this energy is coming from where? Okay? Where is it coming from? That thought. Thought is an energy. Energy, it's a different form than you spoke. You are conductor of these universal energies, universal laws. And that's how they work. So if you want a Corvette, do all these steps. But if in the end you're not going to get Corvette, don't put it's wrong, it's bad, it's not. No, you just like it's neutral. It's your experience. It's your experience. You just go, okay, I didn't get Corvette. I want to play. I want to get to that level where I can get a Corvette. But there is underneath, there are many, many elements that affect that. And each element I will, it's another podcast. It's a big topic. Right now I wanted to show you, this cause and effect. And also the very important thing in this cause and effect law is that there is a freedom. There is a complete freedom. You are above law and order. You are above morality, division, spirituality, really anything. You are above that cause and effect. That's the law that really, that's the only law that could affect and not bind you, but that's a form. So if you want to create, you need to know. You need to know these things, and they're always there. You can look at all your examples in your life, look at these elements, and then there is no chance. There is no, I met that person by chance. No shit, you did not. Serendipity. Cause and effect. In cause and effect, you as a soul, this energy made a decision. I want to experience, which is energy of the God. Like, imagine God said, I want to experience life through body and consciousness of Larissa. That part of me, that part of that consciousness did certain things, and then voila, I was born in Russia, and now I'm experiencing. I have a right to experience anything I want. I decide. I'm God. I am God. I decide what I want, what I don't want. But in the framework of the 3D reality, I'm restricted because there is law and order. You can't kill, you can't do, you can't swear, there's different, all this, like even more and more and more to keep you small, to keep you very compliant, to be able to control, to be able to create, mold you to the system. Because if you on the level of God, can you imagine? We all on the level operating on the level of God right now. We wouldn't have it. We'll change it. But in this time, in this particular place, God wanted to experience through my body, through my intellect, through my special features, to experience that. And there is a freedom in that. There is, I should not be bound by anything except these laws and universal laws. Nothing else. The rest it's synthetic. It's synthetic, like cotton versus plastic. Plastic pharmaceuticals versus taking plant medicine. Understand? One has nature, the other doesn't have nature. So it's synthetic. Law and order is synthetic. it's just holograph. It doesn't exist. Morality doesn't exist. At some point of my when I had a party and people came. There was a very religious couple, and man was he felt like, you, Larissa, you live kind of in freedom, but I don't understand. You're not religious. What guides you? That was his biggest concern. What guides you if you don't have morality? If you don't know what's wrong, what's right? And at the time, I couldn't answer that. So let's dive into this, because then what happens to this law is over time, this purity to how we understand it now, because now we don't there are not very many people who can teach that, who can translate that, because we programmed and to get out of these programs need a lot of free will and power and energy, and not many people can do it. Just very little people can withstand the pain, the pain getting out of this program and reprogramming. I had to go through that for me to be here today with you, to bring you some kind of truth. Not many can do. And that's why this law being bent to the system, so that it's easier to operate, so that it's easier to control all the creation in this simulator. And it's called now karma, dharma, karma yoga. And it has a quality of there is no freedom. Suddenly it's a like this cosmic system of punishment, karma, right? The way people, when I first understood that, and that was in spiritual school, in spiritual, just modern spirituality, this is how it's bent, karma. Somehow I understood that karma is something bad. Karma is a bitch. Karma is something that will catch up to you. Something outside of me, more powerful, that it will do something to me. And I remember there was fear underneath. And when there is fear, there is no freedom. In Bhagavad Gita, karma is something that you need to purify, liberate. That's asking for right action. Right. So there is a right action and there is a wrong action. No, you have, by God, by creation, you have right to, there is no right or wrong. It's just an experience. If I want to murder someone, it's my right. It's not wrong or right. It's an experience of the soul. That's it. That's morality on this. Oh, Larissa killed someone. Yeah, I had to kill because the fucking guy was attacking me, for example. But that's bad. That's bad that you do. You see? That's morality. But my soul, every soul that you see right now, every soul is experiencing exactly what they want. So there is no need to fucking go and rescue everyone. Concentrate here. Understand you. Why are you going there? Did they come to you for advice? No. Am I forcing anybody? No. I'm just recording this for me. This is me. This is me translating me. And if somebody's gonna listen, maybe not now, maybe later. It's me. I want to do this. I want to. It's me. I want to have this experience. How many times? Every single person that around me will have a comment. Larissa, I don't understand you. You need to speak more clearly. Larissa, you need to learn how to do course on Instagram. Larissa, you say these swear words, fuck words. Larissa, you are chaotic. I cannot follow your train of thoughts. Larissa, you are you need to put makeup. Larissa, your hair is like this. Larissa is this. Every single person is trying to mold you to the mold that the system mold them. And when they see the freedom, it activates the fear, and it's just, they blow their fucking fuses in their heads when I speak. But I speak, that's a transformational energy through me, coming through me. Wait until in 10 years, I will be able to transmute and translate and break your fucking programs. Like I can break your legs by distance with one word. And you will heal, and you will get, and you will experience the truth, and you will see it, and you will wake up. So that's how we are programmed. And then we believe in that karma. So right action, pure mind. I cannot have unpure mind. Okay, so a right action. So already division, right and wrong. Understand? Where's it coming? Was it for? Who is it? Who decided that this is right and this is wrong? Who? Tell me, please. Show me your hands. Right action, pure mind. What's pure mind? What is pure mind? If I'm pure, if I'm just made of light, then I'm suppressing my anger, my desire. I will be fucking going nuts because I can't express my anger. No, you have to forgive. Like, do you understand? Pure mind. What's pure? What does it mean, pure mind? Ask yourself questions. When you in spirituality, please ask questions. You can't. It's spirituality right now. It's a mental disease. People with mental disease, no critical thinking, that are still in diapers. They're not adults. They're children with traumas, and no willpower and no critical thinking. That's the people going in spirituality. I went through that stage. And you think you are awakened, you are fucking no awakened. You even in another bigger contraption, and not many come out of it. Normal. Back to, because you really lose your willpower there. It's a strong egregore. And so, and therefore you're sick, you cannot create, you cannot destroy. They take away that darkness, they just beat you with all these mantras, all your common sense and all your dark power. Do you feel in my voice that when I couldn't speak, I couldn't even come publicly to you right now. Nobody, I would not even be able to cross that boundary. If I started to speak in the spiritual school they were beating the shit out of my anger, beating and my fuck words, my opinion, my energy, and my creativity, and my energy, like I couldn't. It was all. You wouldn't hear me. You would not hear me. That the power is from your. It's from your. Fuck! I want to just fuck something. That's power. That's your dark power. I can do it. I can do it. I was a magician. I was witch. I knew all this. I knew how to paralyze a person. I knew how to do a surgery. I knew how to. I could manifest. I could influence at will. And there is no black and white. That's how I trained my soul. That's how it came into power. I had demons. I had other witches under my control. They gave me information. I had angels and archangels and different civilizations. These are different civilizations. Do you understand? So I had a wide experience. And that's why everybody would point, Larissa, you are not like this. Larissa, you're not like this. Larissa, you need to do this. I've been studying, I've been a student for the millenniums. And only now I wake up to myself and I'm like, what the fuck am I doing with my power? People that live with me, all my boyfriends, they would become younger. I'm 48. I become younger and younger and younger because I allow this energy to go through. There's no barriers. It's just coming through. Coming through. Other programs and barriers? Yes. Because physical body, you need to train. You need to expand more and more and more. But all my experiences, all my boyfriends, they would become younger after they spent 4 or 5 years. But then they couldn't, and their business will get better. Their health will get better. I get them. I destroy some of these programs, but that they couldn't they couldn't be any longer in that field because I generate huge field. I'm here for masses. My expansion, my avatar needs to. I'm training right now. Masses. I can at my will, that so much energy, I can change. I can spin a planet on a different direction. That's how much energy I can generate. I have ability. Am I doing that? No, because I'm coming to this. I'm teaching. I'm going to be teaching you all this. But in my own example, I just giving you this, there is no power when you in spirituality, it's a matrix, it's an illusion. When you in the physical matrix, it's also very illusionary. Law and order and morality is very illusionary. It's somebody told you and you believed and you many times in your head repeat it. And then it becomes a guided program for you internally. That's it. You're programmed to think that you cannot say a lie, for example. I used to be like, oh my God, I just lied. And so what? I can lie. I want that. Yeah, I want to lie. Not everybody can handle the truth. Why do I need to tell them the truth when they're not ready? That's just fucking someone in the ass. Without there is a free will. Do you understand? It's a morality. I'm not supposed to say the truth. I don't speak the truth to certain people. Right now, I'm speaking the truth. I'm speaking my truth fully. Because I'm doing it for me. I am the audience. And someone that resonates with that truth will listen to me. But I'm not forcing. If I was in front of a group of politicians and I to present something, I may not speak in the same language freely as I am right now. Because my avatar, I will sense their level. I will sense their programs. And I might not even speak about that at all. But here, I'm doing it for me. I'm broadcasting truth, my truth, me. 100%. 100%. At this moment. From my experience. So then it's morality. Okay, so karma, and what do you do? Karma yoga, right? You surrender your egoic doing. Surrender your egoic doing and don't attach to results. Just think about it. You're gonna be attached to results. Surrendering your egoic nature, that's surrendering your will. By the way, you surrender your will. Your egoism is necessary. It's part of you. Do you understand? They're just castrating you right here. Surrendering egoic nature and not be attached to results. Show me hands who in this world right now are not attached to something. Disillusion. And then you purify. Fuck. You purify for 10, 20 years. You lost all your money, your health. You're still purifying. You purifying. You rejecting your other part. But it's opposite. You need to put it together. That's how the universal laws work. That's how God operates. That's why you never go to the level of the God and you never become powerful. You never become a guru. You never become on that level. Because you castrated. And you allowed that. There's no power when you purify something. There's no need to purify. That means that there is pure and there is impure. Again, that's morality. That's putting darkness. I'm doing another podcast on Friday. Darkness is part of the divine light. It's part. Its energy is just a slight degree of light. It's the same. It exists. It's eternal. And it's part of you. But they want you to believe that's impure. So you, all your life, you reading these books, Be Good, Dharma, Karma Yoga. What the fuck? I lost business because of that. I lost my mind. Like literally, I was so... I thought I came out of the matrix or was awake. Then it was like even more programmed. Modern spirituality is gonna go fucking nuts. It's gonna reach its top, and it's gonna because it's not preparing them for nobody's prepared to live in 3D matrix, because you have to come back. You have to come back. You have to come back as God, but you don't come back as God. Come back even more dependent, attached. You're attached. the reason you're attached because there is no willpower. And that's how that works. You have no willpower, you have no energy, and you can't manifest. You can destroy, you can manifest. God, to have that level of operating, these gurus, no, they know how to manifest. They charge 40,000 for a retreat, where you come out of their retreat, you're even more broke and dependent on their energy and their words. Do you manifest? Do you create your own? Because every single person is here to create their own, to understand, to feel that power of creation. But they castrate you and they take your money away, and you take your resources, your free will, and you are out there broken, no defense, no nothing. You have no darkness, nothing. You have shit. I went through that. I understand how it works. And you come out with this, I've got TTC, I'm like this in this beautiful dress, and I'm gonna do yoga, and I'm just gonna, the fuck. It's gonna go away very soon. There's been so many yoga teachers and so many, do you understand? What is needed right now is to come back to your consciousness, to come back to your power, to understand that you are God, that you can create and destroy. But to destroy, to create, you need to destroy. Fuck, you need to destroy. Have you destroyed? You can't even kill a mosquito. People come to me and then they talking about in this center, they're like, oh, don't kill the mosquitoes, could be your grandmother. What the fuck are you talking about? The mosquitoes here is experiencing, if it attacks you, why can't you? It's the same as vampires in reality. Energetical vampires. There are real vampires. There's civilizations here in Hollywood that drink blood. Like, you need to see that. And what are you gonna, oh, I can kill mosquito, I can, like, please drink my blood. What the fuck are you talking about? That's what I'm talking about. You have no willpower. You castrated. You are castrated. And so, cause and effect. Karma. Do you understand? Karma is taking away your, it's something outside, it's a punishment machine. It's a punishment machine. So, like, if you were in a physical reality, law and order was not enough. You go to judge, you do something right, they judge you. They judge you, whether it's wrong or not wrong. They judge you. Okay? But where this was freedom for you to experience that. It has nothing to do with them, or morality, or black and white. You have a free will. Every single thing on this earth have free fucking will. You one of them. Freedom. Cause and effect. There is freedom. There is an expansion. There is like, wow, I can ask questions. I'm curious. I need to know. Karma. Fuck. I'm closed. Karma is gonna look. Law and order in the system. And then in spirituality, which is another bubble. Another very beautiful religious program that you gotta boil there for a while and come out even less functional without your willpower. And in that spiritual is karma. Fuck. In religion you've got God, you're gonna go to hell and the thing. Then there is dharma in spirituality, or karma. Karma fucking will get to you. Something outside of you will get to you and will punish you, and you should be fearful. You should purify your mind and right action. Make sure the actions you making that they're right. Because you do wrong, karma will get, that bitch, karma will get to you. Do you hear yourself? Like, am I clear when I expressing this? The absurdity of things. And people sit there, and then I've seen the guys, especially, they're like the philosophical. They're right here, and then they're like fucking their own mind, their own brain, to the point where like you can't even talk to them. There's no, oh, I'm on the second level of the 20 level of. What the fuck are you talking about? You in the spiritual, come back. How's your life looking right now? What are you creating? With all this spiritual knowledge, what have you created? How's your health? Yeah, that's the one. That's the one I really see. So in karma, you have to do something. You have to purify. You have to constantly be right. It's a punishment. It's a system of punishment. It's the same as hell and Eden, right? In the religion, it's the same thing. It's just written in a slight different thing. So in Bhagavad Gita, this is where it's coming from. Okay, you understand how it's rewritten. That law in Hermetica, a long time before, it's rewritten. Karma. Dharma, that's another one. Dharma, what is it? Is it, now everyone is, it's my Dharma, like, my Dharma, it's my duty. Just look at the definition of Dharma. Dharma is a duty to be on the right path, on the right action, and to follow the order and truth. Follow the order and truth. Whose truth and whose order are they asking you to follow? Because you are not following your truth for sure. None of you who practice in Dharma are lying to yourself and lying to others and manipulating others. There is no Dharma. When you practice in Dharma this way, it's a mechanism of control. It's a mechanism of control. I need to duty. There is no duty. You came to experience God. God came through you to experience himself, herself. Through you. And you have the same power. In the same image you were created. You have destruction power, you have creation power. You have darkness, you have material, you have divine. Boom, done. Do you understand? You are God. But they are like, oh, no, but this is wrong. This is not the right action. Do you see? The karma will get to you. Karma will get to you. What is this? What's karma? Karma is like to guilt. That's a program of guilt. You did something wrong. You need to purify. You haven't purified. In the spiritual center that I lived, how many times? Oh, these demons that you have. You need to get these demons out, or they will control you. Demons. I needed to take care of my demon. What about you? What are you doing with your demons? What are you creating? And so when you under the spiritual school, you're doing great. As long as you minimize your willpower, your personality, your ego, your egoic doing, and don't attach to results. We attach. We know. We attach. Let us to. Don't do it. That purify your moksha, and you don't need to worry about. Just come, do meditation, and teach, and that's how that system is working on your energy. It's the country exists because of your energy. The order, law and order, because that you submitted to it. People don't submit, what happens? The law changes. The same as in the spirituality. As long as you're under that umbrella, as long as you propagate the same school mentality, right? We have many schools. We have, look around. Every single guru has its own centers and has its own way of teaching, way of under their own egregore. Our guru used to fuck little girls that was coming to school. That's desire, right? Desire. But these girls, do they understand? They're children. No. And there is a way for him to be not responsible for that. Do you understand what's going on? But people close their eyes to that and see only other side. I want to be blind. And they promote that energy. For example, so it's your choice. So you are under that umbrella, and you promote that, and you're part of the feeding. You are your food for that center. Bring money, bring donations, bring your time, do you know how expensive your own time, your own incarnation, how valued that incarnation, that power that you have, that is for you, not for some guy in white linen sitting there with candles and tell you that this is wrong, this is... When you start to really value yourself and come out, that's when you connect with the power. That's you understand how the world works and how the systems are created and what other laws exist. So cause and effect. We guided many times. So karma. Let's go back to that karma and dharma and karma yoga. Just one more time. I want you to hear that. Karma, dharma, karma, all these spiritual terminology is not part of the original 7 hermetic laws of order, universal laws. It's not. It's rewritten, a modern spirituality, a mechanism of control. It's a morality. It's a system of division. This is right, this is wrong. You need to purify, you need to do stuff for that. You don't. In law, it's cause and effect. You did something, I want to experience, my soul have a freedom. I want to go yell, I want to climb and do, and that's it. You should not be affected by someone and telling you this is right and wrong. When you beyond that, when nothing touches you, when you unprogrammed yourself, I did a lot of series of podcasts on programs. We have programs, how to, what happens with your subconscious. You're operating on programs. You programmed. And these different programs, and that's control, the controlling matrix. So there are different programs, and I talk about every single program on 2 languages. So you can recognize that within yourself, and then you can, and then we do other work with when you come out, and then there's universal laws. When you're in freedom, you understand that these were all programs, right? And there's no right and wrong. There's no black and white. You have dark power, you have light. Bam, to get you both exist, both have right to exist. If you see demons, if you see some crazy, scary, it's part of you. It's part of you suppressed. And it has right to exist, and you need to explore that, and you need to understand, and you need to embrace that. If you see demon all the time in your dreams, you have that demonic, that's power. I will go into the demonic dark power separately. Well, already beyond 1 hour. So there is no random. There is no by chance. Cause and effect is that my soul chose to experience through this, and there is that form at the end. If I want a different form, I can understand, I can unwind and look at the different elements and say, okay, well, I'm really shitty with words. Okay, I gotta work on, and then you improve. Cause and effect. And then different personalities of you. Like the personality right now, my mom doesn't even understand that when she communicates to me, there's different personality. There's different personality at each step. The more in myself, the more I connect with my super consciousness, the more I unprogram. It's a different personality. Even our cells, every 3 months you have a different blood cells. My mom can when she calls me and she doesn't understand, she talks to a holographic image in her head of me, like 3 or 4-year-old. This is how she communicates to me. She rejects this personality, and so she constantly, she doesn't recognize. She talks to a different person. You have different personality at different stages. So you made a decision 20 years ago, and the result is right now, for example. That's the personality with all the words, with all the energy that it had. I did that. That's it. There's no wrong and right. You know, that somebody raped you. You couldn't at that time. You didn't have the knowledge. You were naive. You were young. You couldn't protect yourself. They're different. That's it. That's the result. Okay. Now you're a different personality. Now you're even more. And if you listen to this, now you will go on a different level, a different personality. And then that personality, when it interacts, so right now, whatever I'm doing right now with this personality, in 6 months, I'll have a result. But now I'm more and more conscious. I understand what it takes to be a public speaker, for example. Focused energy. Gathering straight, manifesting. Bigger vessel. I'm speaking. I'm repeating my own programs. I'm programming myself. I'm not repeating some mantras or some shit that is produce result not for me but for someone else. for the egregore. If I repeat a mantra, certain mantra, that's for that egregore. Do you understand? If you repeat anything, that's how the action become, that's how it creates the form. You go to work every day, you get better at it, and then there is the results. In 20 years, you're really a super good lawyer. Because you did it for 20 years, can you imagine? And you're repeating the same words, the same. So if you need to become a pilot, you need to stop being a lawyer, right? You need to stop repeating that. You need to repeat other formulas, other things. And then again, go to work, and then in 20 years, you're an excellent pilot. For example, this is how manifestation works. But you made a decision. Nobody, that's conscious. But if you were forced to do something, can you imagine how much energy would need to be created to go to work that you hate, to overcome that? That's why people sick. Or because you create in a personality that is not true to you. You listen to someone, like for instance, there are so many people who are giving me all kinds of on Instagram. I didn't know how to navigate the Instagram. I didn't like, to me, I didn't like it. I didn't like these short reels, but okay, I understand. But every single person would want to give me some kind of things. But it's not me. It's not fucking me. I need to be this. This is me. This is me. Now I'm doing it. If I was doing it, somebody tells me, oh, some videographer I will hire and then they will do me. Yeah, maybe. I will get some public, but it's not me. I will get people will attract to the wrong energy, and it's not me. They will be misled. So everything you see is me. In 10 years, it will be different. You might recognize, I'll be publicly speaking. But that's me. So that's conscious or unconscious, So in Buddhism, definition of karma is right action and pure mind will lead you to happiness, and wrong action and unpure mind will lead you to suffering. Do you see here how they fuck you up? Right action. Make sure right action and clear mind and pure mind to happiness. What for? Why? You need to experience pain. You need suffering and happiness at the same time. Do you see what I mean? It's morality. And then you're like, oh, I'm afraid, I only want to be happy. You cannot be happy. You cannot be happy. You have to be angry to express that creation, to express that. You need to destroy. You need to be so fucking angry at something to destroy that, and then you're like, yeah, I'm creating happiness. It's not real. Happiness and suffering. Do you understand? Yes, of course. When you programmed, let's dive into this. The truth contact behind that is that if you're unprogrammed, you program yourself, you understand laws of the universe, and you operate in this matrix, and you create and destroy, and you operate your life. There is freedom. There is some kind of joy. It's a game. But are you gonna experience pain? Fuck yes. You have to experience pain. But if you are programmed, this is you in Matrix, you're programmed, you have no willpower, that it's unconscious, everything just you repeating whatever shit, you have disease. You have disease. Yeah. The soul will be trapped, and that's the suffering of the soul. And that kind of form you're gonna have. Unsatisfied, I don't know, and there's suicide programs, and that's the original meaning, but it has nothing to do with right or wrong. All of it. Right. Dark. I'm gonna I will kill. Energetically, if someone attacks me energetically, trying to get something, I feel it. I know before they can do it consciously or unconsciously. If this is in my field, my willpower, they will receive, it bounces off that energy, and they will be fucked. Especially if I kick in my extra willpower. That's how I can do it. That's the transformative. I want to use that power, that energy, to destroy these programs, destroy programming of people, so they have a chance to experience this reality on the level of God. There's freedom. That's what everyone wants. Total freedom of your soul. Experience that. That's what I want. This is my intention. This is what I want for me, and therefore I enjoy that, and therefore I want that for others. That's my incarnation. That's my God. This is all my knowledge. I don't know how many incarnations I've had, how much on different planets and different. I want that. That's my conscious intention, and I ate tons of shit and pain and experience, and I understand how they work, how the programs work, how difficult it is to come out. But I want that. I want every soul to experience that, or to have this opportunity to experience that. So that's my intention, and that's my actions. My words, actions, and the form. Cause and effect. So whatever I'm doing now, I'm more and more conscious, and it changes. It takes different shape. So today I was thinking this way, I'm gonna do it this, and tomorrow I might wake up and I'm like, oh my God, I just realized that I have a tool that I can do it differently, and I will do it differently, and I will speak differently. I change my energy, change slightly. And so this destiny, I've spoke about this destiny, right? Destiny, chance, destiny, all this bullshit that you hear about, your destiny, your dharma, your fucking everything. Cause and effect. When you come out of this, when you each element you consciously understand, and you can trace it and create a form, that's a cause and effect. That's it. That's cause and effect. There's nothing It's simple. It's like this. But if you unconscious and did say, yeah, there would be this result. So don't need to like cry and like, oh my God, you know what happened to me? No, it was just a cause and effect. Cause and effect. That's it. Don't put any morality. Don't categorize that this is bad, this is good. No, it's just experience. It's neutral. It's part. Do you understand? The morality kills you. Morality keeps you slaved. Cause and effect. Cause and effect gives you freedom. Cause and effect. Create, destroy, create, destroy. I don't like it. So this fate and this destiny is one branch of reality. According to your consciousness, your state of consciousness, your ability to speak, ability to act, and amount of energy that you can go through you. That's the form. That's your destiny. In palm leaves, I don't know if some of you are aware of this. Palm leaves used to work for this organization. Palm leaves written by sages 2,000 years ago, and they can give you your kind of the karmic path, your destiny, right? Can you change that? And the other people are like, oh my God, now it's gonna be my life is like this. No. Yeah, it will be like this if you don't do anything. You don't do anything. It's just like, yeah, I'm lazy, I fuck, whatever. I'm happy with that, I'm good. And you go. But as soon as you hear that, as soon as you even hear the palm leaf, it changes your quantum. But to play with them and to have like, oh, you know what? In this reality, I should have a child. I want a different reality where I don't have children, or where I do public speaking, or I don't know. I have this. But for this, you need a strong willpower. You need to understand the creation, the mechanism of creation. You need power, you need the words, you need the actions to have this form. So you can go from one quantum. You do quantum leaps. You can do. We are surrounded by astral realm, where everything is possible. Everything is possible. Everything already exists. You just willpower and to transmit. And so you can create your quantum leap. I did a practice with Christina, this amazing trance medium, and I experienced that on myself, how easy it is, if you're prepared, if you want to, how easy it is to change your destiny. It's really cool. It's really cool. So there is no destiny. It's cause and effect. That's it. No chance. No. So you understand, karma is here. Is a religious egregore. Is a punishment system. There is no freedom. It's a system of control, morality, law and order. The same law and order that you are attached to. You have to pay taxes. You have to do this. You have la la la. This is bad. This is wrong. You need to do this way, that way. Laws. You're under laws and you're buried and you can't even fucking do anything. When you come out, there are different laws, and you need to understand them in order to exist. When you come out of the matrix, when you wake up, you need a different laws system. You need to understand. Now you're adult. Now you're conscious. Now fuck, I can just one word. I can destroy a country. Yes, you can. So you need to understand these laws. That's why I'm talking about them. There's 7. There's not many. It's not complicated, but you need to understand that and live through your experience. So and then discernment. You have freedom. You were born, you have freedom. God wanted to experience through your body that it's a source. You are the source. That's it. There's nothing above you, beyond you, nothing. You are it. Create your own laws. So that's the possibility. That's the freedom of law and order, of law, cause and effect. Cause and effect gives you freedom, expansion. The other, karma, egregore. It's system of control. You're back in the matrix. Okay, my darlings, I will be ending this. It will be on YouTube. I hope that my words is useful and you can be guided out of the chaos and some order where you can play with the system. Just experience that one time. I wish you all the best. Bye, guys.